Hello, hello. Happy Wednesday. How are you? Hop on, say hi. When you say hello, drop hashtag sunshine. If you're new, welcome. Drop the word new and tell us where you are tuning in from. I would love to know. My name is Shelby Ray and I am 54. And today I'm going to show you, or attempt to show you, let me just say that because I've never done this before. Do you apply your eyeshadow with a brush or with a sponge? I've always applied my eyeshadow with a brush, but I have a friend of mine who always does it with a beauty blender, a sponge. So we're going to try it today. She loves it, says it's better than a brush. We're going to find out, okay? So hop on, say hi. If you happen to catch this on the replay, just drop the word replay so I can say hello as well. How's your Wednesday going? Okay, I can't find, oh, there I am. There we are. There we are. All right, let me get these two things done right quick. Hi, how are you? There we go. Okay. Perfect. Okay, I have nothing on my face except I do have two things on. I've already put my primer on. I used the Prime and Set spray today. Before that, I did put my eye cream on. This right here is the best thing I ever do. It is an eye cream that has caffeine, green tea, sodium hyaluronate, all the things. It's good for fine lines, wrinkles, dark circles, grayness, all of that. It takes it away. This I would buy in a 55-gallon drum. Just throwing that out there. Just throwing that out. And it is part of my skincare bundle I have available this month. So if you're interested in that, just say skincare in the comments. Okay, so I am, hey Mary, hey Deborah, Patricia, hello ladies, happy Wednesday. How are y'all? All right, I'm trying something new. It must be the week for trying things new because this is what I've been doing. All right, the first thing I'm going to do is put a little primer on my eyelids because we are going to use powder eyeshadow today. Okay, and then I have a really serious question, y'all. Are you ready? So I have been sent a new eyebrow pencil and I've used it today. What do you think? What do you think about my eyebrows? We probably need to answer that question after I put my makeup on because right now it's going to look really crazy. But I'm kind of liking it. It is totally different than what I normally use, so I'm still getting used to it. And it's a different color, kind of. But I do think the color matches pretty good. But it is supposed to, I'll get real close. It's supposed to look more like hair than what I normally put on. But tell me what you think, really. Because sometimes you can look in the mirror and you go, ooh, I like that. And then you go somewhere and people are like, do you own a mirror? Let's just be honest about it, right? Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Deborah. You're the best. And this particular eye primer is really white, which is okay. We're going to cover it up, but I do want to know, do you put your eyeshadow on with a brush or a sponge, a beauty blender? A friend of mine always uses a beauty blender and she says she loves it. I have never used a beauty blender to put my eyeshadow on. And she has hooded eyes just like I do. And she says this is her favorite way to do it. So we're going to try it. I'm all about trying new techniques. And if you have a technique that I have not tried or that you really, really like, drop it in the comments. And I will definitely try it. What happened to your eye? What do you mean what happened to your eyebrows? What do you mean, sister? Where did they go? I know, people are weird about eyebrows, I'm telling you. It is a hot subject. I'm just going to put a little bit of powder foundation on the primer. Kind of like a setting powder. Just so it doesn't crease. There we go. Right? Okay, so most people use a brush. I know. I get a lot of comments. I get a lot of messages. And I'm telling you, the eyebrow thing, hot subject. Hot subject. Okay, so I have two different sponges, beauty blenders, whatever you want to call them. I have what I would call the normal that everybody has, okay? And let me see. So some of them, oh, here's one. I wanted to do different ones. All right, so this one is flat right here and flat on the, and kind of rounded on the bottom. This one is round all the way. Okay, so we have those two. And then these are my favorite. Right, Deborah? To each their own. Exactly. Exactly. Variety is the spice of life. I've always said that. And then I have my little velvet sponges like this. Now, I personally love these the best for blending and all of that. I found these about a year or so ago and I fell in love with them. But I'm going to use this one just because I think most people have these. So I try to use things that most people already have. I think it's the best way to show something. And that way, if you want to try it, you can say, well, I'll try it with, you know, what I have at the house. So this is the palette I'm going to use. It's my rose gold palette. And I'm going to do the same thing kind of like I did yesterday where I did the darker one, the lighter one on the inside, and then this gold metallic down the center because I really liked how that looked yesterday. But we're going to do it with this technique. All right, so I'm going to put, you should really damp your sponge first. Never get it like wet, soapy wet, but you should damp it first a little bit. I'm just going to put a little bit of setting spray on there. Not a whole lot. Okay. All right, we're going to take, can y'all see? I've put some on there. All right, here we go. And I feel like I'm going to get real messy down here. So I do not have any foundation on right now. Because I knew this is right here was going to happen. And that's all right. We can clean that up. I do like how it is blending easily. Look at that. Especially with the dark colors, sometimes you can put a lot on at one time and you really don't want it that dark. And I always say you can add, but it's hard to take away. Look at that. Now, I do like that. I like how that's going on. If you're just hopping on, hello, welcome. We are trying a new technique of putting eyeshadow on with a beauty blender instead of a brush. I have never done this before. The only thing I have on is, I do have primer on my eyes if you've just hopped on. I did do that. And this is my eyeshadow palette. I'm using this maroon, the darker one first. I definitely think you don't have to use as much eyeshadow like I do with a brush. That's kind of cool. And it gives it a more blended, more ombre kind of look. Okay. Now, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? All right, so let's do this light one in the corner. And I'm going to use this beauty blender. Because we're going to do the metallic down the center to kind of open up, to kind of give that effect we got yesterday where I did the metallic in the center and it lifted our hooded eyes. I really like that look. Okay, so I have this lighter one in the corner. I like this because y'all know I'm messy with my makeup and then I clean it up. I like it because I can be a little messy. I do like how it's blending though. Okay. I'm going to use this one in the center. All right, so now I'm going to take, let's do this one, this metallic maroon. I'm going to do these three. So I'm going to take this metallic maroon. And pop it in the center of those two. Ooh, I like that. I do like that. Okay. Now we're going to go on this side, do that metallic in the center. I will tell you, I like using this better than the other ones. But it may be because that's the one I'm most comfortable with. However, I think it blends easier. Let's use this one again because I'm going to take this, the top, and blend those at the top. I like it. I like it. Okay, so I think you do get a better blend, okay? Obviously, practice makes perfect. And it's going to look totally different when we get our foundation and stuff on. So we'll have to wait for that. And I got to clean all this up. But okay, I do like how it blended. And it doesn't feel like I was as heavy with the darker color today that I normally am. Now, I like the dark. However, I really like this. Okay, so now let's clean this up. This is just another beauty blender that I use to clean up with. And if you want to, you can clean this up with concealer, if you use concealer under your eye. And then we're going to go back with our beauty blender here in just a second and pull this dark color down underneath our eyes as our eyeliner as well. What is all that? Hold on. Y'all, I got beauty blenders for days. Okay. I like it. Let's do a little bit of eyeliner in our waterline. You don't have to. It's just an extra step that I do. I like it. It does actually make your eyes a little more open looking to do under the waterline. See how much more open my eye is now? You can also do this on top of your lashes if you don't want to do the waterline underneath. The whole concept, though, is to get as close to your lash line as possible. Okay. All right, let's put some foundation on and really finish this up. That was much quicker than I thought that would be. Let me just add that in. Okay, so I used this beauty blender for the darker color if you're just hopping on. I used this beauty blender for the lighter color on the inside, and then this beauty blender for the metallic in the center. I'm going to use my powder foundation. I love it, but I have it in two different colors. So this is the lighter color. I'm going to use it as my concealer because I'm not going to use any liquid concealer. But this is where you can really clean up the sides here, just like you would a regular liquid concealer. You can do the same thing with this powder foundation. And the best part of this powder foundation is that it is made with shea butter. And it does not have any talc in it whatsoever. Therefore, it is not going to break throughout the day. It's not going to get cakey. You don't have to reapply it, anything like that. It just kind of melts into your skin throughout the day. Stays gorgeous, 16-hour wear, the whole thing. I'm obsessed with it. All right, so now this is my regular color here. And I'll show you half my face first. Because it's just, y'all, it is amazing. And you always want to start with the inside of your face and work your way out first with any foundation, not just this one, because you want more foundation on the inside of your face than you do the outside. That way you don't get that weird halo of your, where you have that line where your makeup stops. Like we all did in the 80s. Oh, the pictures. Thank goodness for no cell phones in the 80s, y'all. The things we are thankful for. Okay. Powder foundation on this side. No foundation on this side. Is that not amazing? I love it. And look how much prettier that looks. Okay. I will tell you that that eyeshadow technique with the whole sponges thing, that was quick. It did go on a lot lighter than I would normally put my eyeshadow on. And again, that's just a personal preference. But if you like eyeshadow but you don't like it heavy and you don't like a lot of it, I think this is a perfect technique to use the beauty blenders. Because it goes on much lighter than with a brush. Okay. I'm going to throw a little bit of bronzer on and a little bit of blush on real quick. I just want to warm up my face a little bit. I want to see what it would look like with my bronzer and stuff on. Hello, ladies. How are you? If you have any questions or anything at all, you can message me directly or comment below. I do like how bronzer warms up the face. This is technically contouring. If y'all, I was 50 years old before I did any kind of contouring. We did not do this in the 80s, I'm telling you. And I didn't do it for a long time because, let me be honest with you, I really thought it was for the younger girls. No. I think it makes a great big difference, and I love it. And all we're doing when you do contouring or putting bronzer on is you're just kind of creating these shadows. Here's my favorite. Okay, if you've never seen this, don't leave yet. Watch. Okay, so I have these, I call them jowls. That's what we call them in the South. Yeah, my grandmother had them. My mother has them. It's just a hereditary thing. But watch. I can create this shadow. And look how different. And we're going to blend it, but I just wanted to show you that right there. That's what creating these shadows and contouring does. It's amazing. Amazing. Hey, Anita. Oh, I hate that you have the crud. I hope you feel better. So many people have the crud. All right, we're going to pop on a little bit of blush right above where we just did our bronzer. Now I keep everything, there's an imaginary line right here that's at the kind of the end of my eyes. I don't bring my blush or anything all the way in because my thing is I'm trying to slim my face down. And if I bring my blush and everything to the apples of my cheeks here, it's going to make my face appear rounder. Let me just say that. Rounder. And I'm trying to take the roundness away. Okay, so now I just take a different fluffy brush. And we're going to blend all of this in. And then let me get my, I'm going to sit on my mascara right quick. Mascara always does better if you warm it just a little bit. So I always try to remember to put that under my leg just to warm it up. Piece of hair right there. All right, let's curl our lashes. And here's the thing with lipstick. If you want your eyes to be the focus, then tone your lipstick down a little bit, make it a more nude color. If you want your lips to be the focus, then certainly add in a more bold lip color. I am going to put on one of my favorite kind of pink nude lip stains. And it will probably kind of, it'll just all kind of go together. But my eyes will still be more of the focus. Like I could pop on a ruby red lip and then my lips would be the focus, or I could pop on like a browner lippy and it would be, oh, thank you. Are those not the cutest? I can't, they're almost like little stained glass windows. And I don't even know where I got those. I've had them for a while. But I do. Thank you. I love them too. They're one of my faves. All right, let's put this back. Now, I think my eyes have this, they're kind of whiter, white, W-H-I-T-E, whiter, than I would normally, just because the maroon and all of that is not as dark as what I would normally wear. But I'm going to leave it like this, put mascara on, and see what it looks like. I would probably tone the white down a little bit with my maroon color. Because I will say, using these beauty blenders, as much as, well, we could do this. There we go. We'll blend that up a little bit more. I will tell you though, with the lighter color up there, it will, it kind of takes away from your hooded eye. So that's a plus. I don't know. I'm liking it. It's growing on me. Let me fix that right quick. Hey girl, hey! Amber's in the house. All right, let's do our mascara. See what it does. I do like using the beauty blenders. First time I've ever done it. I'm going to have to call my girlfriend and tell her. Thank you for suggesting it. I will definitely do it again. Again, it's out of my comfort zone. And practice does make perfect for anything. I may or may not do it all the time, but what it did teach me is that if I'm somewhere and I forgot my makeup brushes or something, I can put my eyeshadow on with the beauty blenders and have this real subtle kind of look. I really wanted to do the browns like I did yesterday, but I thought, no, I've already done the browns. And I have my pink shirt on for my presentation I have to do here in just a little bit. Definitely get a different look. If you are interested in any of the makeup I put on today, whether it be the eyeshadow, the powder foundation, the whole look, anything, just drop the word look, okay? And I will send you a message and help you pick out colors, help you get a color match if you're interested in if you're looking for a powder foundation. The powder foundation is definitely my #1 go-to foundation. And this mascara right here, it is a 4-in-1 mascara. It is not just a mascara. It has growth serum. It has primer for conditioning your lashes. And it has a tubing properties in it, which means that it wraps around every lash. So it stays on all day. Okay. It actually holds the curl as well. And you can get this free with my bundle. If you already have the Quadra, you can choose one of the different mascaras. You can choose the Twisted Mascara or the 4D Fiber Mascara. Oh, thank you! Yay! Episode #2 comes out tomorrow. Stay tuned. So I have started a new journey. If you don't know, I have launched a podcast, my own podcast, and it's called I've Been There. Because girl, I have. And it is pinned at the top of my page here. You can go listen to it. Right now, you will have an episode uploaded every Thursday. And I really want to do more than that right now, but I will have to say I'm trying to be an adult, which is really hard for me, y'all. I'm trying to be an adult and not do too many things at one time, even though I get super excited about stuff. Eventually, there will be more than one episode a week. But right now, it is just on Thursdays. Super excited. I will have, oh, this is a question I get all the time too. Will I have guests and everything? Yes, I'll do interviews on my podcast as well. But it's all about women empowerment. It's all about our journeys, different stories and things along the way. And, yeah, I'm just super, super excited about it. And I love it. And I've gotten such wonderful feedback and so much love from y'all. I can't talk about it. I'm going to cry. I'm going to cry. All right. I always take the foundation off of my lips when I do this. Okay, let's put our lippy on and finish our look. I love this lip stain because you do not have to have a lip liner with it. Wherever you put it, it stays. It doesn't bleed or anything like that. There we go. There's today's look. All right, what do y'all think? I like it. So just to recap, if you've just hopped on or watching the replay or caught it in the middle of it, here's what we did. I always put my eyeshadow on with an eyeshadow brush. I have about 1,000 of these. I use these all the time. So a girlfriend of mine said, you ought to try beauty blenders, aka sponges, to put your eyeshadow on. It blends so well. This is all she does now. She doesn't even use the brushes anymore. So I said, okay, this is what we did. So that's what we did today. This is the palette I used. If you like this eyeshadow palette, just drop the word eyes. And I'll shoot a link for this over there. But it's so pretty. So we did the darker here. On the outside, we did the shimmer on the middle, and then we did this lighter one here in the corner, and then we just blended it up. Oh, thank you, Amber. Yeah, I did it. And then we finished up with powder foundation, a little blush. We did our contouring with our bronzer and our lippy. So there we are. That's today's final look. If you need anything, you can message me directly or drop it in the comments here. Also, don't forget, if there is a technique that you do that you want me to try or show, or you're wondering about it, just, again, drop it in the comments or message me and we'll do it. All right. I love y'all. Happy Wednesday. Have a good one.